Snap-on Smart Smoke Machine. Part number is here. It's one of the best on the market. To me, it is the best on the market. It does a lot of neat features. This is one of them. This key fob. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but it activates with the push of this button. It has to heat up a second, and then you can pulse. You can see it makes. You can also adjust the orifice selections from 10 thousandths, 20 to 40. The bigger the leak or hose or whatever you're checking, exhaust, whatever, you want to go with something large, put out more volume. See the difference? And that pulse just kind of keeps some waste and just trickles it in. These are handy for a lot of different things. We got a GLK 350 Mercedes here, and it had a evap code of like a cracked line, and I took it off here and traced it to here, and it was leaking in this area. I guess when it snapped the hose back on, it moves, and it didn't lock, so I used this to find it. It works off 12 volt. It's a good thing about it. You hook to a car, it doesn't take much power to run. This is awesome. So if you're under a car and you got this hanging off the hood, it has a option here that you can hang it from the hood or pack it or whatever you need to do. It does have to have air to function. And you can roll all the cords up on the back of it here and secure them with this Velcro latch. What's cool about this thing is you got an exhaust leak, think you have a manifold cracked, go all the way to the exhaust system in the back. You put this coupler, depending on the size of the exhaust, stick it in there, stick this end in here, and it seals it off. It'll put it on the bigger orifice and pulse it, full flow it. You can adjust the pressures. It also will tell you over here on this side, it's like if you put it on a line that's sealed off and you're checking it for cracks or a leak or dried O-ring, cracked O-ring, whatever the situation may be, if it doesn't build the correct pressure, it will tell you that it's failed. If it hits the pressure where this counts down, it'll pass it. Kind of a little quick feature that it's got built into it. It does a bunch of other little things. It's got a polarity protect on it in case you get your 12 volt negatives backwards. It's got this start timer on it. I mean, it's got a lot of neat little features in it. It also, the oil that this takes, get back over here to show you this. It has a UV, I don't know if you can see that color, but it's like a neon color. Can't really tell it much here, but it's kind of like Freon, and you can put those glasses here on, or this black light, and there's some different options here in this manual where you can see what it does. It comes with these little bottles of oil. They keep them on the truck. They come in 8 ounces usually. It's called a smoke chamber. You pour it in. But yeah, it's got these little things here that you can plug off stuff to check it. This is one of the neatest tools I think it has. So, I'll give you an example. We walked over here in the shop here. Bear with me. A bunch of old hot rods we're working on for people. But we have a RAV4 here. It's a lady that's done business with her. It got hit over here, and she was complaining. If you look what a gap. But she hears noise coming from the back. Well, I told her, I said, it doesn't latch the best in the world. You can see. Visibly, inside, I could not see a gap as far as air leaking. You hook this to the smoke machine, and this allows for a greater volume of smoke. It amplifies it. When it was leaking, it leaked all through here, sealed all the way around, and on the top corner it was leaking. With the correct tool, 15 minutes, I was ready to tell her what I found. She also complained about the windshield leaking. So, it's a stock Toyota windshield. We checked it with a water hose, sprayed it just like you typically would. It's hard to mimic rain and pressures and the way the car's sitting, etc. But I can use that smoke machine with this tool. Or on something small like this, you could use the regular nozzle. Smoke it on the inside channel, anywhere you think the leak is, and the smoke will come out the top. There's other ways to check that, but this is just another option this tool does. Very neat tool, and you know me, I like good tools. Personally, recommend this to anyone. Not to mention, it can test. There's a neck in there that feels this to where you can pressurize. If you've got a valve cover leaking, it'll show it. Vacuum lines, it'll show it. Heater hoses, it'll show it. Anywhere that has coolant, liquid, oil, you name it, it'll show it. There are other attachments you can buy for this to do other little things with it. I have pretty well everything they offer for it. Said your mind is endless what you can do with this, but my personal favorite is this. When you're up under a car with the rack up, you can't reach the turn on button on this, but you can wirelessly turn it on to check for exhaust leaks, to check for manifold leaks, to check whatever. If it needs pressurized, this will find it. If it's got a crack, hole, blowed seal, dry rotted seal, you name it. I've even went as far as to test it with a car tire. Had a tire come in. The lady had said that she'd had it to several other shops. They could not find it. I mean, I have soap tubs and stuff that you can put it in on the shelf there, and possibly can find them in those soap tubs. That's what they're made for. But I personally like the fact that I could take this orifice, put it in the tire valve, turn the volume high, and it found the leak within 5 minutes. So your mind is endless once again. Really appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, negative, good or bad. Appreciate it all. And I'll see you on the next tool tip.